All right, 9mm and 38 special for big animal defense. And what I mean by defense is not hunting, but defense. Let's say all you have is a 38 special revolver or a 9mm pistol, and you got some 38 special and you got some 9mm ammo that's not expanding. Will it work? And today I'm using my Taurus 605 and 357 Magnum with 2-inch barrel to test our 38 special, and our Taurus G2C 3.2-inch barrel. Interesting thing about these guns is they weigh the identical weight and they have the identical amount of barrel travel. I really like comparing those two guns. And I did this in the longer barrel and we got pretty good results. But what I want to do today, a little bit different, is I want to compare it to something that's, you know, a normal defensive ammo that's kind of lightly constructed. That's not necessarily the best ammo here. And I got some Winchester Silvertip. Keep in mind, this is not our apples to apples comparison. 115 grain Silvertip 9mm, a 125 grain plus P Silvertip 38 special. I mean, that is kind of apples to apples in some respect, but this is more our apples to apples. Our 124 grain Full Metal Jacket flat point 9mm and our 125 grain Full Metal Jacket flat point 38 special, rated at 1225 feet per second for our 9mm and 1250 feet per second for our 38 special. So this would be a really interesting fair test of our short barrels. So we're going to go through the chronograph, see what kind of velocity and accuracy we get at the same time with all of that ammo. Then we're going to do our 10% clear ballistic test, and just like last time, we add our layer of carpet, which kind of represents our, you know, animal hide, followed by 6 inches of clear ballistics, followed by a double pack of our 1/4-inch MDF to represent hitting like an animal bone, a large animal bone. So I'm just gonna set that in there better. And then more clear ballistics. I think last time our 9mm passed through the entire thing, even after going through this, and our 38 special stopped somewhere around here. And I put a piece of pine in the back of this, hoping that, you know, if we get a pass through in the short barrels, maybe I can catch it. So that'll be interesting to see if I can do that. And then I'm going to shoot from a little bit of a distance. I think last time I shot from 75 yards, and that's a bit far, but, you know, try to keep in with my long barrel test. Let's see what I can do from 75 yards with these little short barrels. So let's get started with this test. All right, I'm about 4 yards from the chronograph, 5 yards from the target. First up, we're going to test that Winchester Silvertip, see what kind of velocity and accuracy we get at the same time, and then we'll switch on to our Underwood Full Metal Jacket flat point. So let's run a few of these Silvertips, see what we get. 1158, 1205, 1181, 1170, and 1183. That's not too bad for a 115 grain bolt, to be honest. And we'll see how our Underwood 124 grains compare. 1203, 1175, 1204, 1215, and 1198. So about the same velocity, but we're working with a little bit heavier bullet. Let's see how our 38 special compares. All right, 38 special with our Winchester Silvertip 125 grain plus P. Let's see what this will do. 850, 843, 838, 806, 842. Not too bad overall. Let's see how our Underwood does with our 125 grain plus P. It's also a 125 plus P. See how our Underwood does. No read. No read. A little bit too close to the chronograph, I think. We'll back it up just a few yards, see what we get. All right, I'm about 9 yards from the target. I'm gonna go single action, and this should give us some reads. 1028, 1067, 1020, 1037, 1046, impacting a little bit high, but those are really good velocities out of a snub for a 38 special. So let's hit our ballistics gel block, see what we get with these rounds. All right, first up we have our Winchester Silvertip 9mm. We'll see what kind of penetration we get through, you know, such a low-powered and low bullet weight hollow point round. So 9mm silver tip. See what we get. All right. And as expected, that didn't go very far. And it doesn't look like it expanded either. What we're looking at here is about 10.5 inches. Now this is a double MDF, so it would go a little bit further if it weren't for that. So let's see how our 38 Special does with our Winchester silver tip. All right, this round's a little bit less powerful, so I suppose I expect less penetration. 38 Special silver tip. Let's see what we get. All right, so our damage path, appears to be identical, but let me clear some of this MDF out of here. All right, so our damage is identical penetration, but the bullet's back us a little bit further. So again, we're at like, this is about 10 inches from this angle here. So let's see how our flat point full metal jacket rounds do. All right, flat point Underwood full metal jacket 9mm. Let's see how it does. All right. All right, so didn't need that wood on this. It slowed it down just enough to be okay. The 5-inch pistol made it go way too far, but what we're looking at here, damage path of about 31 inches. Let's see how our 38 Special does. All right, 38 Special flat point. See how it does. All right, that's interesting. This is kind of what we saw with the last test, but all of it scaled down a little bit because we're only looking at about 17.5 inches. With double MDF though, we're talking in the 20-22 inch range if that MDF were not there. So overall, obviously the 9mm penetrates a lot better, but what we always typically see with the 38 Special is, for whatever reason, it just does more damage and less space. So if you're looking for straight penetration, obviously the 9mm does a little bit better. The 38 Special, well, you compare it to the 9mm down here at like 10 inches, and we're at 17.5. We can see that even that does a lot better than a hollow point 9mm. So big difference here. Let's shoot from that 75 yards, see what we get for accuracy. All right, 75 yards from the target, 9mm. Historically, this pistol doesn't really shoot that well for me, but I'll see how it does. I'll try to shoot slower than normal to try to make some hits, because it's cold. It's 8 degrees wind chill, and I'm just going to be all over if I don't focus. So see what we get. Don't know where it went. All right, that's not very good for me anyways. Snub nose, 38 Special. See if this does any better. All Okay. There's something at least. See if I can make any more hits. All right, I'm gonna get some more rounds. I want to do a little bit more. All right, so looking at the target, it looks like the 9mm possibly hitting a little low and the 38's hitting a little bit high. So with our 9mm, theoretically, if I aim a little bit high, maybe I'll do a little bit better. So I'll aim about the head area of that silhouette, see if it helps. That's interesting. All right, 38 special. Now if I aim a little bit low, maybe. All right, not so much on there. A couple hits though. And see if I make any more. Seems like I always miss my last shot there. So overall, what we're seeing here for our ballistic performance is it didn't do bad. The 9mm, just like the 5-inch pistol, it kind of, I mean, very deep penetration. It really wouldn't be a very good round for like multiple purpose. Like you're gonna punch through barriers, you're gonna shoot a big animal, and that's it. With our 38, it's kind of more balanced, where it seems to, for whatever reason, with the bullet design or whatever, it seems to dump more energy and a little bit shallower. So it would be a pretty good round if you just wanted a general purpose round. You're in the woods sometimes you're not, whatever. I think this would do all right. Very powerful round too. So that's what you get today. So as always, comment, share, and like, and thanks for watching.